Is he staring at me? Why is he staring at me? Who is this guy? Is it my face? I've got such a beautiful face. It's the most beautiful face in the world. Maybe not the world, maybe the United States.
I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about this movie. I think The Apprentice is great. It's easily in my top 5 movies of the year. It could go up or down as I see more movies, but as an artistic piece, as someone who watches movies for what it is, the shots, the writing, the directing, and how the characters interact with each other, I was engaged from start to finish. This movie is very much anti-Trump. Whatever allegations there are against Trump, the movie addresses them and it basically puts Trump in a negative light. So, if you're one of those Trump supporters who worships Trump or thinks he's Jesus, this movie is not for you.
I've been indicted 3 times. I won 36-0. Government 0. Roy Cohn 36. I'm a winner.
How do you win?
You want to know how to win? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's rules. Roy Cohn's 3 rules of winning.
I wanted to keep this video about The Apprentice and talk about Ali Abbasi and the amazing people involved in the movie, but you can't discuss this movie without getting a little political. I don't understand why critics aren't loving this movie. This movie is very anti-Trump, so why don't they like it? Hollywood should love it, and for those who support Trump and are willing to have an open mind, watch this movie. You may disagree with what's shown, but you can't ignore the storytelling and how it all makes sense by the end. It's a poetic movie and you'll see that in the ending as well. The people who have watched this movie might know what I'm talking about. I think this movie should be in the Oscar conversation, especially with Sebastian Stan's performance. He deserves a Best Actor nomination, and even though this movie is divisive, I believe Jeremy Strong is getting a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He's that amazing. So let's change the conversation from whether you're a Trump supporter or a Trump hater. Watch it for what it is. Like you're watching Goodfellas or The Godfather. You might feel uncomfortable watching it, but again, I don't get why critics aren't watching and appreciating it. Usually critics love anything anti-Trump, right? Are they just uncomfortable? Is this movie so divisive that people don't want to talk about it? I don't get it. This movie should be in the Oscar conversation. I don't have many flaws to point out in this movie. The only flaw is that it sometimes leans too much into judging its main character. I would have loved some ambiguity because none of these charges have ever been proven against Trump in real life. That's likely why this movie hasn't reached out to so many people, but it didn't bother me that much. I've seen movies with far worse bias, but in The Apprentice, the agenda isn't the main point. They're trying to make a great movie, period. That's where I have to commend the director Ali Abbasi, who also directed the last 2 episodes of The Last of Us Season 1, and it shows. This guy knows what he's doing. Even if you don't agree with what's shown in the movie, you can't deny the artistic component of the movie. It has such a unique style. From the very first sequence, this stare down between Trump and Roy Cohn. It's comical, it's intense, and very unique. I didn't expect that right away. It's very animated and over the top, but I loved it. It's very addictive. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not a Trump hater. I understand why people vote for him. I do think he's effective in some ways in getting things done. But if you ask me about his personal character, I have a very low opinion of it. Trump is a loose cannon and he's clearly done some messed up and fucked up things. If that bothers you, then maybe this movie isn't for you. But for me, I can understand why people voted for him. I don't want people to change from Trump supporters to Trump haters just because of this movie. Just understand why other people feel how they feel. It's not like 50% of the people are terrible. There's a reason they think the way they do, and not all of them are racist, though some definitely are. So those are my thoughts on the movie. I would recommend any person who likes cinema to watch this movie because they will be able to appreciate what the director was able to do with the story that he had. And if you like this video, please do like and subscribe, and many thanks for watching.